Okay, so this week, kind of feeling a little bit more like the holidays, right? Finally. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you need to know. We're looking at cool temps the rest of the week, warmer weather for the weekend, and rain chances. They are going to return for Thanksgiving week, and we'll touch base on that. But I do want to show you the current temperature, 59 degrees at DFW Airport, wind out of the north. The north wind is what's helping keep some drier air in place. It's what's helping keep some of the cooler air in place today as well. And that's what's going to help keep our highs only in the low 60s. About 62 degrees today in Dallas and in Fort Worth, 61 for Denton and McKinney. A little warmer for our southern counties, but not by much. The normal for this time of the year is 65, and we're trending just below that today. Now, we are expecting temperatures to drop a bit more tonight. Now, today we did make it down to about 46 degrees. At DFW specifically. Tomorrow morning, I think we could make it down to 42. It would be the new coolest morning of the season so far. And we could even see some patchy frost. This is mainly outside of the city. So look at areas like Denton could dip into the 30s, and on elevated surfaces, I should say, is where we could see that patchy frost. I'm not expecting any travel impacts. Now, this is because of clear skies, dry air, cold air, but also light winds. It allows for some of that frost to potentially develop on those elevated surfaces. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our rain coverage for next week, because I did tell you that it's possible. And right now it looks like the best chance to see that is on Wednesday. I know a lot of people traveling on Wednesday ahead of the Thanksgiving Day holiday. Some of that rain could linger in our eastern counties come Thursday and come Friday at about 10% coverage. This is what it could look like. Dry for the beginning of the week, about 20% coverage, 30% coverage possible for our eastern counties there on Wednesday. And then as that front clears, we could see some of that drier air pushing in, and this could very well bring in some of that drier air and will help knock some of the rain out. But even then, I do think that we could still see some rain along our southeastern counties. It's a little too soon to give you exact timing of that cold front and exact details of how much and rain coverage. So you need to make sure to keep checking back in with us. Ahead of that, I do want to let you know about this big system that's currently off of the Pacific Northwest. We talked about it this morning, but I want to show you the update. There's a huge swirl there, and you might have heard this on social media. It's a system called a bomb cyclone, and basically what that means, it's a strong storm that strengthens quickly. By definition, pressure that drops 24 millibars in 24 hours. A millibar is a measure of pressure. So that's a rapidly strengthening storm. This generally does trigger strong winds that often bring heavy rain, snow, and high winds as well. And this develops from cold air moving over warm water that kind of intensifies a naturally occurring storm system. And right now it does look like a big plume of that moisture will continue to follow in and impact Northern California and the Pacific Northwest really for the remainder of the week. For us, completely different story. We're looking at sunshine. In fact, this weekend, temperatures are going to climb into the upper 70s by Sunday. It stays dry for the first few days of next week, and then we're looking at rain potentially returning right before Thanksgiving Day. We'll be right back.